308s are nice, compact little actions. They pack a punch, but they are a nice little action to work with. Oh, I see where that bolt release is touching. Yeah, right there. Little bitty black mark right there. Last time I had this thing in here, I noticed that the barrel, the tip of the barrel out here, is raised up just a little bit. This is down, and I don't want to take this down anymore, but the front needs to come down just a little bit right here on this front screw. And what I'm doing is I'm hitting right here in this barrel channel. 20 thousandths, 30 thousandths here would make it stick up, a 16th out here. If I put this middle bolt in and it draws the barrel down, then I know that I'm getting enough out of this on the back of the barrel. Actually, it's lifting the barrel up. When I pull this middle down, the barrel goes up. So I've still got some scraping to do in here. This may be a little while. I'm going to go ahead and turn this video off because this is boring. I've got this thing relieved and inletted as good as one can be done. I've got it fitting. You can just drop it in. And it needs to drop in like a flat rock in a cow patty. Just get it lined up and drop it. It should just seat itself. Like that. And that's what it does. I put the clamps in it a while ago, put the screws in it, tightened it all down. It leaves black marks nowhere, which means it's touching everywhere. All the weight is equally divided. It's touching the bottom of the lug. There's a little tiny bit of a pressed area right there. It's touching the box clip. The box magazine is touching barely in the back. The rear tang is touching. None of the trigger mechanism is touching. The barrel is I've worked on this barrel for a pretty good while since I stopped filming a while ago. I've got to recess this bottom escutcheon right there about a 32nd deeper, and then the bedding will be next. The inletting is over. Woohoo! You may wonder about all that soot and smoke, how to get it off of there, and you do need to get it off. A little pan of diesel fuel and a little brush goes in everywhere, and it cleans. Diesel fuel has a real good deep cleaning, loosening up of grime and grit. If you got stuck bolts, soak it in a can of diesel fuel. The next process is bedding, glass bedding, and I do not want to have soot, the blackening effect of soot in my bedding compound. It just don't look professional, you know. If you have access to compressed air, that's the best way to get this out of all the little cracks and crevices. Off a barrel, you can just take a piece of tissue or a paper towel and get it off there, but compressed air really blows it out. Gets all the hidden grime and stuff out of a gun. It leaves them very, very clean, I know that. What do you think? just like it was brand new. All those springs and everything inside that trigger group, they get rinsed out. No grit, no grime. Alright, I'm going to start the bedding process. Everything that gets bedded needs to be coated with wax. I use Johnson's paste wax, it works fine. Put a good heavy coat on your everything where you don't want epoxy to stick. After you get done with this process, you got to end up cleaning this thing again to get the wax off. Wax on, wax off. Every little crevice that epoxy can get in, you want to be sure you coat that really well with wax, because those little crevices, when that epoxy hardens, they'll hang in there. They'll hold on to that. They'll keep you from getting it out. There's a little hole right here in the side, right there. I think that's some sort of an exhaust, a vent hole for if you have a shell blow out, the gas comes out the side instead of back at you. I think. I'm not positive about that. Don't quote me on that. And don't sue me for it. But that little hole there, if it gets epoxy in it and you let it dry, as a matter of fact, some people take a little piece of masking tape and just apply it, put it right on that hole, cover it up. I don't let my epoxy go that high. That's right at the top edge of the wood line. The wood stock just splits that hole. I believe that'll do it.